Let me ask you something. When was the last time you looked in the mirror, really looked, and thought, wow, I look amazing? Because here's the truth nobody in the beauty industry wants you to hear. The creams aren't working. The serums aren't working. The overpriced little jar of age-defying moisturizer sitting on your bathroom counter right now, doing basically nothing. And somewhere deep down you already know that. Am I here to tell you aging is optional? No. We are all going to get older. That's non-negotiable. But aging before your time, showing up at 45 looking like you're 65, walking around stiff, hunched over, wrinkled, exhausted, feeling like your body gave up on you a decade too early, that is completely 100% scientifically preventable. And not only can you prevent it, you can actually reverse a significant portion of the damage that's already been done. Today we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to talk about what actually causes premature aging, why your skin, your joints, your posture, and your entire physical appearance are broadcasting what's happening inside your body, and exactly what you can do about it starting today. This is the youth code. Once you understand it, you'll never look at aging the same way again. Part 1, the real enemy, what's destroying your collagen. Here's where we need to start, and I need you to really hear this. Everything you see on the outside of your body is a reflection of what's happening on the inside. Every wrinkle, every sag, every stiff joint, every time you grunt standing up from the couch, that's your internal environment broadcasting itself through your skin and connective tissue. And what is connective tissue? It's collagen, it's fascia, it's the living, breathing web of structural protein that literally holds your entire body together. Your skin, your tendons, your ligaments, the lining around your muscles, all of it is built from collagen. And here's the jaw-dropping part. By the time most people hit 40, they've already lost 25% of their collagen. 25%. Gone. And most people have absolutely no idea it's happening until they look in the mirror one morning and don't recognize their own face. Your body has a specific enzyme. Think of it as the demolition crew inside you. Its job is to break down collagen. Under normal circumstances, this is healthy, breaking down old collagen so new collagen can be built. A natural cycle. But when certain triggers hit, this demolition crew goes absolutely haywire, goes into overdrive, and your collagen breaks down far faster than your body can rebuild it. What triggers this? Let's break it down. Certain antibiotics. Long-term or repeated antibiotic use can significantly upregulate the enzymes that destroy collagen. If you've been on antibiotics frequently throughout your life, and many of us have, this is a real factor. Excessive ultraviolet radiation. I want to be clear, I am not anti-sun. In fact, I'm going to tell you why sun is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools you have. But there is a massive difference between healthy, intentional sun exposure and repeatedly scorching your skin to the point of burning. Burning triggers intense collagen breakdown. Smart sun exposure, that's medicine. But the biggest trigger of all, the one silently destroying collagen in millions of people every single day, sugar. Part 2. Sugar is aging you faster than almost anything else. When sugar floods your bloodstream in excess, it does something called glycation. It literally bonds with your proteins, including your collagen, and locks them up, stiffens them, makes them rigid and dysfunctional. Scientists have named what gets created advanced glycation end products, and they gave it the acronym AGES, because that is exactly what they do to you. They age you rapidly. Glycated collagen loses elasticity. Your skin stops bouncing back. Your joints stiffen. Your fascia becomes rigid and restrictive, pulling you into that hunched, compressed posture we associate with looking old. Now, most people think they're avoiding sugar. They check labels, see low sugar content, and feel safe. Here's what they're completely missing. Starch is sugar. I'll say it again. Starch is sugar. Chemically, physiologically, in terms of what it does to your blood, starch is sugar molecules holding hands. When you eat starch, your body breaks it apart, and you get the exact same blood sugar spike, the exact same glycation, the exact same collagen destruction. And we're not talking about the starch in vegetables or a sweet potato. We're talking about the ultra-processed, industrially manufactured starches hiding in virtually every packaged food on the market: maltodextrin and modified food starch. These compounds are actually worse for your blood sugar than table sugar. Maltodextrin has a glycemic index up to 185. Table sugar is around 65. So when you proudly buy something labeled "no sugar added," flip it over. If you see maltodextrin, modified food starch, dextrose, or corn syrup solids, you're eating sugar, high-powered, collagen-destroying sugar. Eliminate this from your life and watch what happens to your skin within weeks. Part 3. Vitamin D, your collagen's bodyguard. Let's talk about one of the most underrated, underappreciated, wildly underdosed nutrients in the world of anti-aging: vitamin D3. Here's what most people don't know. Vitamin D3 isn't just a vitamin. It behaves more like a hormone. It interacts with over 2,000 genes in the human body. And one of its most powerful functions is acting as a direct protector against collagen breakdown. It suppresses the destructive enzymes that break apart your connective tissue. It regulates inflammation, and chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the primary accelerators of premature aging. Most people are severely chronically deficient. We're talking deficiency levels associated with accelerated aging, immune dysfunction, cognitive decline, and dramatically higher risk of virtually every major chronic disease. My recommendation: minimum 10,000 IU of vitamin D3 per day. Always pair it with vitamin K2. I'll explain why in a moment. Get your levels tested. And please, get outside. Get actual sunlight on your skin. Not through a window. Glass blocks the UVB rays you need for vitamin D synthesis. Real sun, real skin, consistent exposure. It is one of the most ancient, powerful, zero-cost anti-aging tools available to every human being on the planet. Part 4. Build your own collagen, the exercise secrets. Here's something profound. Your body has cells whose entire purpose is to manufacture collagen. They're called fibroblasts, and they are the construction crew to the demolition enzyme's wrecking crew. And the single most powerful activator of your fibroblasts? Move your body. This sounds too simple. Don't dismiss it. The relationship between physical movement and collagen synthesis is one of the most well-established, deeply documented relationships in all of physiology. Sedentary living is one of the fastest ways to accelerate collagen loss. The right kinds of movement are among the most potent collagen builders that exist, but not all exercise is equal here. Let me break down the specific types that are most powerful. Isometric holds, the plank. As we age, high-impact exercise carries more risk of joint injury. Enter isometric exercise. Get into a push-up position. Arms extended, body straight, and hold. Not moving, just sustaining full body tension. This is incredibly demanding, but what it does internally is extraordinary. Sustained tension throughout your connective tissue, your tendons, ligaments, fascia, is one of the most potent stimuli for collagen synthesis. You're ringing a dinner bell for your fibroblasts. Eccentric training, strength under lengthening. Eccentric exercise is generating force while lengthening a muscle. Start at the top of a push-up and slowly lower yourself to the ground, fighting gravity the entire way. Or on a pull-up bar, pull yourself up and take 8 to 10 seconds to lower down. Research consistently shows eccentric training produces dramatically higher collagen synthesis than standard training. It's also gentler on your joints, making it perfect for anyone dealing with pain or stiffness. Sprinting, the full-body collagen explosion. When you sprint, real sprinting, not jogging, the mechanical forces moving through your body are extraordinary. Every tendon, ligament, and piece of fascia, from your feet to your shoulders, is loaded and released in rapid succession. This is one of the most comprehensive collagen stimulation events your body can experience. The key: build gradually. Start with 10 to 20 second accelerations. Give your connective tissue time to adapt. Do this consistently over months, and you will fundamentally transform the collagen density not just in your skin, but in your heart, blood vessels, lungs, and every other tissue in your body. Part 5. The nutritional blueprint for collagen. Here are the specific nutrients your body needs at the molecular level to manufacture collagen. Get deficient in these and your production stalls, no matter how well you exercise or sleep. Vitamin C, the foundation. There is no collagen synthesis without vitamin C. Zero. The enzymes that assemble collagen molecules are completely dependent on it, and two of the most common modern behaviors actively block vitamin C. Sugar, glucose competes with vitamin C for the same cellular transporters, and smoking, which depletes it from your body at a shocking rate. The single best dietary source? Not orange juice, not bell peppers. It's raw, unpasteurized sauerkraut. 2 tablespoons per day delivers roughly 10 times your recommended daily allowance for vitamin C, plus a massive probiotic benefit. Plus, it's practically free to make. One of the most underrated health foods on earth. Vitamin K2, the architect. K2 is critical for the structural integrity of soft connective tissue, your cartilage, tendons, ligaments, fascia, and skin. It activates proteins that maintain the proper structure of these tissues. K2 deficient people experience accelerated cartilage breakdown and skin that loses firmness prematurely. Best sources: liver, egg yolks, and grass-fed butter. Magnesium, the master mineral. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the human body. It's required for the enzymes that construct collagen. It's also needed for vitamin D to function. So if you're supplementing D3 without adequate magnesium, you're running on half the engine. Over 50% of people in developed countries are chronically deficient. Best sources: dark chocolate, 85% plus cacao, almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds, avocado. A magnesium glycinate supplement before bed also dramatically improves sleep quality, which is our next major topic. Zinc, the youth mineral. Zinc is essential for maintaining youthful skin texture, speeds up wound healing and tissue repair, and protects collagen from oxidative damage. Low zinc shows up visibly: thin skin, poor wound healing, brittle nails, hair loss. The richest dietary source of zinc in the world? Oysters, by a wide margin. Beyond that, red meat, liver, shellfish. Copper, the hidden partner. Copper is required for an enzyme called lysyl oxidase, which cross-links your collagen and elastin fibers, giving connective tissue its strength, resilience, and elasticity. Without enough copper, your collagen is essentially fragile fabric with broken threads. Also found in abundance in oysters, red meat, shellfish, liver, and, beautifully, dark chocolate. If you needed permission to eat high-quality dark chocolate every day, here it is. Part 6, Protein Quality, Fasting, and the Anti-Aging Wildcards. Protein quality matters more than you think. The low-fat, plant-based protein trend is causing real damage that I see in people's bodies and faces. Ultra-lean protein sources and plant-based protein isolates, consumed at the expense of quality animal protein and healthy fats, create a cascade of problems: liver stress, gallbladder dysfunction, hormonal disruption, and nutritional deficiencies that manifest visibly in accelerated aging. Instead, prioritize grass-fed, grass-finished beef as your primary protein. The difference is not subtle. Grass-fed beef has a dramatically superior omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acid ratio. Omega-3s are powerfully anti-inflammatory. Excess omega-6s are pro-inflammatory. Chronic inflammation is one of the core biological drivers of premature aging. When you eat lean chicken, turkey, and pork as your main proteins, you're loading up on omega-6. Grass-fed beef gives you a ratio that actively fights inflammation and supports collagen integrity throughout your body. Add liver, oysters, egg yolks, and shellfish regularly. These are the foods humans evolved eating, and they are loaded with every nutrient your body needs to stay young. Autophagy, your body's built-in anti-aging system. Here's a concept that could transform how you think about aging. Autophagy, from the Greek for self-eating. It sounds alarming. It's actually one of the most elegant repair systems your body possesses. During autophagy, your cells identify damaged, dysfunctional, or misfolded proteins, including degraded collagen, break them down, and recycle their components to build fresh, functional structures. It's your body's internal renovation crew, and it can only run when you're not constantly eating. When you're snacking all day, eating from morning to night, insulin stays elevated and autophagy is suppressed. But when you create a meaningful fasting window, a 16-8 or 18-6 eating window, or even just 2 meals a day, insulin drops, your cells shift into maintenance mode, and autophagy activates. This is why people who practice intermittent fasting correctly often look dramatically younger than their age. Their cells are running a continuous internal renewal program. Sleep, the non-negotiable. If you want a vivid picture of what sleep deprivation does to your appearance, look at someone who's gone 36 hours without sleep. The visible aging is striking. That's not just tiredness, that's your body's repair systems failing in real time. During deep sleep, human growth hormone is released in its largest daily pulse, the primary driver of tissue repair, collagen synthesis, and cellular regeneration. Disrupted sleep chronically elevates cortisol, which actively promotes collagen breakdown, suppresses immune function, drives fat accumulation, and degrades your telomeres. the biological age markers at the ends of your DNA. 7 to 9 hours, cool, dark room, consistent schedule. Nothing else works without this foundation. Part 7, the oxytocin secret, your most powerful anti-aging hormone. I want to finish with something genuinely mind-blowing, something most people have never heard of, and once you hear it, you will not forget it. There is a hormone called oxytocin. You've heard it called the love hormone. It's released during hugging, deep social connection, intimacy, and it is one of the most powerful anti-aging hormones your body produces. High oxytocin levels are associated with lower cortisol, better sleep, faster wound healing, reduced inflammation, and measurably more youthful physical appearance. But here's what's extraordinary. There is a specific probiotic microorganism that, when consumed in sufficient quantities, produces compounds that travel through your gut, stimulate your vagus nerve, the superhighway of gut-brain communication, and trigger specific receptors in your hypothalamus that release a flood of oxytocin. You can use a specific fermented dairy culture, about half a cup consumed daily, to trigger your body to produce significantly more of its own oxytocin. The downstream effects are profound. Dramatically better sleep, powerfully reduced stress response, accelerated skin regeneration, enhanced muscle recovery, and a visible improvement in how youthful and vibrant you look and feel. This isn't fringe science. This is cutting-edge gut-brain axis research being validated by major research institutions around the world. And it represents one of the most exciting frontiers in the biology of aging. The Youth Code, your complete action plan. Let me bring everything together. Here is your complete actionable blueprint. Eliminate the collagen destroyers. Cut ultra-processed starches, maltodextrin, modified food starch, refined flour. These are silently accelerating your aging through glycation. This single dietary change carries massive leverage. Supplement strategically. 10,000 IU vitamin D3 daily paired with K2. High-quality magnesium glycinate. Zinc from oysters, red meat, and liver. Copper from the same foods plus dark chocolate. Eat for collagen. Raw sauerkraut daily for vitamin C. Grass-fed beef as your primary protein. Liver, egg yolks, oysters, shellfish regularly. Embrace healthy fats. Stop fearing the foods your ancestors thrived on. Exercise for connective tissue. Plank holds for isometric collagen stimulation. Eccentric movements, slow lowering on push-ups and pull-ups. Build toward progressive sprinting for full-body collagen synthesis. Move every single day. Fast intelligently. 16:8 or 18:6 eating window minimum. Let autophagy run its renewal program. This is your built-in renovation system. Use it. Protect your sleep. 7 to 9 hours. Cool, dark, consistent. This is when repair happens. Nothing else works without it. Explore oxytocin optimization. Research the specific fermented microorganism protocols that stimulate vagus nerve oxytocin release. The combination of better sleep, lower cortisol, and enhanced skin regeneration makes this one of the highest value anti-aging interventions available. Get smart sun exposure. Regular, intentional, non-burning sunlight. Real sun, real skin, not through glass. For vitamin D, for mood, for circadian regulation, and for the countless downstream benefits that natural light delivers to human biology. Closing. You are not sentenced to age before your time. Here's what I want you to take away from everything we've covered. Aging is inevitable. Premature aging is a choice, often unconscious, but a choice, driven by dietary patterns, movement habits, sleep behaviors, and lifestyle factors that are absolutely within your control. The science of anti-aging is not complicated. It doesn't require expensive treatments or pharmaceutical interventions. It requires understanding how your body actually works, what it needs to build and maintain the structural proteins that keep you looking and feeling young, and then systematically providing those conditions. Your body wants to be healthy. Given the right nutrients, the right movement, the right rest, and the right fasting windows, it will rebuild with remarkable efficiency. You are not powerless against the aging process. You have far more control over how you age than you've ever been told. Now go use it.